December 1987. All right, before we get started, I just have to say, this shirt looks fantastic in this video. It's got a depth and color that I don't see when I look at the shirt in real life, but I'm looking at the video and it just looks great. Man, it pops. All right, anyway, with that out of the way, let's get to December 1987. Still in California, in the Air Force. Excuse me. It's the end of the year. Doesn't feel like it out there because it's still in the 70s. Beautiful weather. Being from Ohio, I'm used to, snowy Christmases. But that's not what I got in California. I don't remember anything about what I was doing out there except reading some books. This month, 6 books, only 3 authors. So let's get right into it. Right off the bat, the first book, December 1987, Doc Savage, The Living Fire Menace by Kenneth Robeson. As always, typical Doc Savage, pulp, fun, goodness, bad guys, Doc and his crew fighting them. There's a cave of fire? Something. I don't know. Anyway, good old-fashioned pulpy goodness. Book number 2, Doc Savage, The Pirate's Ghost by Kenneth Robeson. Again, Doc Savage, pulpy goodness. This one I remember or know a little bit more about. So this guy is dying, or dies, but he has a message for Doc Savage that he passes on. And he's got this box, this thing that can allow you to talk to the dead. And these bad guys want it so they can talk to the ghost of a pirate so they can find his treasure, essentially. And, of course, Doc has to stop them. All right. Book number 3 is Death of a Mystery Writer by Robert Bernard. Now I got to grab my notes here because I don't remember anything about this. But apparently, you've got this mystery writer, Sir Oliver Fairleigh Stubbs, and he dies on his birthday. And oddly, he leaves the majority of his fortune to his eldest son, who he did not get along with. And to his wife, daughter, and younger son, he just leaves the royalties, whatever, to each one a specific book. And for his wife, it's for an unpublished manuscript that has disappeared, and so Inspector Meredith gets involved. So it's a mystery, obviously. It's just a mystery. That's it. Don't remember anything about it. Now, the last 3 books, and going into January, but we'll get to that next week. Book number 4 is Fletch, which I have a copy of right here. Fletch by Gregory MacDonald. This is the first Fletch novel. Fletch, an investigative reporter. He's living on the beach with a bunch of burnouts, trying to find out where the drugs come from. And, excuse me, this rich guy comes to him with a proposal, basically says, I'll pay you a bunch of money if you murder me. And that leads into our story. And I love this book. Love the entire Fletch series. If you've seen the movie starring Chevy Chase, the book is much better. Movie's not horrible. Book is much, much better. And this is the introduction of a great character. Fletch, just a wise-ass reporter who eventually, I think in the majority of the books, doesn't work as a reporter. But anyway, Fletch by Gregory MacDonald. Now, I read these out of order for some reason. And the next book is Fletch 1. That's W-O-N by Gregory MacDonald. It is a prequel. It was written after Fletch, after a bunch of the books, but it takes place before. This is the first Fletch story. And Fletch is a fledgling reporter in this one. He is bouncing around at the newspaper. They're trying to find a place where he fits, and he ends up working the society pages. And he's supposed to interview some guy. The guy ends up murdered in the parking lot at the newspaper. So Fletch starts investigating that, even though it's not his job. He also, this book, he's investigating this health spa that it takes care of all of its clients' needs. And he ends up, they offer him a job there because he's young and fit and could really help out the female clients. I don't know why I'm air quoting. This is a fun book. I love the Fletch books. This one is a lot of fun. It's interesting to see a younger Fletch, not quite as jaded, I suppose. And he's engaged to Barbara, I believe it is, in this book. But, you know, some things go on at the health spa. And that leads into the next book, which is Fletch 2, T-O-O, by Gregory MacDonald. I've actually talked about this before because it's in one of the earlier videos, because I've read all of these before. And in this one, it's Fletch's wedding to Barbara, and he gets a letter from his father that he thought was dead, I think, and they end up going to Africa searching for Fletch's father, and there's a murder, and, you know, Fletch gets involved. And it's another just fun mystery Fletch novel. Fletch is such a great character, and really I recommend the books. The first movie, like I said, is not bad. Don't ever bother with the second movie. It's horrible. But read the books. Fletch books are fantastic. That's it. That's 6 books, 3 authors. We got a couple Doc Savages, a random mystery, and 3 of the Fletch books. And spoilers for next week, for January of 1988. We're starting a new year. The first, all right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The first 6 books are all Fletch. And then the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are all by the same author. Not Gregory MacDonald, but 5 books. I read 5 in a row by the same author. I'm not going to tell you what they are. You'll have to wait and find out. And then a couple of other books. So quite a few in January of 88, but I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm finishing up this video about December 1987, and I'm finished. So, if you have any comments, questions, or corrections, please put them in the comments below. Comments are open for spoilers. Just post a spoiler warning. We try to be polite here at the Low Budget Review Show. Please like, share, and subscribe. If you want to follow me on social media, I believe I am Ronin5757 on Twitter. Let's just take a look and see. I'm on my phone. I dropped my phone, so I'm not going to bend over and pick it up. Let's stick with Ronin5757 on Twitter. And on Instagram, I believe it is Eric Smith, ERIKSMITH 5757. So there you go, if anybody cares about that stuff. And that's all I got. So until next time, read more books.